I'm so glad Mike Tomlin is in our lives. Also, really appreciate the subtitles. I could use subtitles on everything that we're doing. I hate this, but I'll get to why in a second. TJ, is a quarterback competition a good thing for the Steelers?
For Justin Fields, it's a great thing. Yes, it's a good thing.
Okay, so, yeah. Obviously,
for me,
it's a good thing for Justin Fields.
I like it.
Is it a good thing for the Steelers?
Yes, it's a good thing because it's going to make the team better. Like, Russell Wilson got hurt. Mm-hmm. Justin Fields has come in there, and if they like what they're seeing, we know Russell Wilson's going to start game one. If they do not play well as a team, they will have no reservations now with going to Justin Fields because of what he's just shown while Russ was hurt. I don't see Arthur Smith. He just might be exactly what Justin Fields needs. A good offensive coordinator that took Ryan Tannehill from nothing to something. And so Justin Fields is saying,
tell him, TJ.
Maybe that can be me. But why is it that when it's a quarterback competition, that's a bad thing?
I'll tell you why.
Every other position is competition every day, every year.
You know who doesn't have a quarterback competition right now? The Chiefs. You know who doesn't have a quarterback competition right now? Josh Allen.
They got
and the Bills. You know who else doesn't have a quarterback competition right now? The Browns.
When it's no question you're better than the guy.
The Bengals. There is no question that Russell Wilson is better than Justin Fields.
Not to Mike Tomlin. Obviously it is. He's not head and shoulders better than Justin Fields, because if he was, it wouldn't be a competition. He hasn't had the same amount of reps
either, though. He's been banged up a little bit.
Yeah, he hasn't been practicing.
So, like, you can't really – I think that's why he's really playing, because he hasn't – Russell hasn't played. Really.
But don't let him play.
So to answer your question, if you have more than one quarterback, you don't have a quarterback. That's the answer. A quarterback competition means you don't have a guy that is so good that there's no question about it. The reason why there's competitions at other positions is and that's actually not true. If you have a starting center, he's the starting center. There's lots of positions where that's not the case.
If that starting center get beat a few times, he get beat a little more than he should, it's a competition.
And then, you know what that means? You don't really have a good center position.
That's very true.
That's the same for the quarterback. That's why it's not a good thing.
But, Joy, we also know the quarterbacks that make a ton of money, it's no competition because of your contract. The guy behind you could possibly be, it's no competition. That's a fact.
Okay, well, let's just get to it. Why is Justin Fields close to Russell Wilson? Other than the fact that they've just seen more of Justin Fields, because to Shady's point, Russell Wilson hasn't been healthy.
I feel like...
Wait, before you go, I just want to be right here. Fields had 2,600 yards passing last year. Is that correct?
That sounds right, yeah.
I
thought we weren't talking about last year.
No, I thought the notes were wrong. I'm about to cuss out I was about to check. I'm like, yo, why y'all give me the wrong notes? Like, I'm on TV. You know what I'm saying? But that's really real.
You know why, Joy?
Oh, my God.
It's because when Russell Wilson was practicing, he didn't separate himself enough. He didn't show Mike Tomlin and that coaching staff that I'm the unquestioned starter on this team. Because if he had, Mike Tomlin would say, there's no quarterback competition. Russell Wilson is our starter. Simple.
Okay, but if that's the case, aren't the Steelers in trouble?
I mean, the Steelers are in trouble in the sense that, like, you're in trouble in the NFL if you don't have a bona fide, true blue franchise quarterback. And at this point in his career, are we still calling Russell Wilson that? I mean, he could rebound and play well, but where are we putting Russell Wilson in the league hierarchy?
What is Justin Fields rebounding to?
Justin Fields, but see, that's the difference, Joe. Like, in a sense, it doesn't matter because we're starting over. Like, Russell Wilson is here because Denver wanted him out of there. Chicago shipped Justin Fields off. We're starting over at 0 in Pittsburgh. And, like, can we give just some props to Mike Tomlin for, like, obviously he's an incredibly accomplished coach, but, like, the guy just loves ball, man. Like, the guy loves competition, and I love it. Like, they lured Russell Wilson to Pittsburgh. You know, like, that was his preferred destination, and Mike Tomlin's like, yeah, you still got to earn this thing. You got to earn it every step of the way, and if Justin Fields plays well enough to pass him up, that means, we talked about this yesterday, that means he was doing some really impressive work, not for one practice or two practices, but throughout the entire 6 weeks of training camp and in the preseason games. Mike said it himself in that clip. What happens in the stadium matters more. So, I mean, if he goes out in the preseason and lays an egg, this is an irrelevant conversation. But if he goes out and plays well, TJ made a great point. Like, I'm so intrigued about what Arthur Smith could do with a quarterback with Justin Fields' skill set. When you consider the running backs they have there, they revamped their offensive line over the offseason. Maybe they'll have 2 really good wide receivers. We'll see what happens with Ayuk. I'm not trying to tell you Justin Fields is a Pro Bowler, but I think he could. I think he could be successful, and I think I applaud Mike Tomlin for being willing to see this thing out instead of just arbitrarily deciding that the first guy that he signed needs to be the starter.
When he was leaving Chicago, you think he had a lot of options where he wanted to go?
Not really.
Okay, because you said it like he had all these places to go.
No, I said they traded him.
No, but you said he had like a list of guys he wanted to play for. I mean, he didn't have any options. I mean.
Yeah, I don't remember saying that, but like they sent him to Pittsburgh.
Do you think this is a good thing for the Steelers?
I don't think it's a.
Because you said that the Steelers are going to win the division yesterday.
I do.
Wow.
He did say that.
Wow.
I think that's the problem. Yeah, I'm laying money on that one. Yeah.
You want to bet me?
We can bet.
I'll bet you.
I'll bet. Okay. I'll just say this though, right? I think the Steelers are so used to having a quarterback competition without being a quarterback competition. They've had so many different quarterbacks that weren't that good. They don't care. They just find a way. Let's try to win the games. Let's find a way to stay in this division. Let's find a way to get to the playoffs. They just find a way. Like last year, they had Rudolph. They had
Jack Hodges, Kenny Pickett.
I can't even keep track.
You know what I'm saying? So many different
quarterbacks they've had,
and nobody talks about it. Think about that. Nobody even talks about that. How bad they were as quarterbacks. They just find a way to play ball in Pittsburgh, play hard, play tough on special teams, and play extremely hard on defense. So I'll just say this. I do think that they both will be playing. I think that Russ deserves to start, and he will start. And I think that Justin Fields, with his talent and his athletic ability, they'll find a way to play him in different situations. I think they'll both play.
I'm being so sincere, and I'm not trying to be mean to Russ. Why does he deserve to start?
He's a better quarterback.
He's a better quarterback.
They're both, like I said,
No.
He's had a better career.
All right, let's do this.
He's had a better
career. Let's do this. He's the better quarterback, and it is actually not close. Let's go to Russ's worst year.
Tomlin
right?
disagrees.
Let's go to Russ's worst year.
Okay.
So his worst year, right?
Yeah.
Denver was atrocious.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who had a worse year than Russ in Russ's worst year? Justin Fields.
Yes. Okay. I don't care.
Oh, you don't believe it? Let's check it out.
I don't care.
Oh, you don't
Why
care
would
about
you
that?
not care? You asked why Russ deserves to start.
He's there.
Forget the fact that he was a Super Bowl quarterback and then went back to another one and did all those other things in his career, which counts for Aaron Rodgers, but apparently doesn't count for Russell Wilson.
TJ.
Then Russ had this bad year. That happened. And then while he had that bad year, Justin Fields had a worse year. Let's go to last year, right, where Russ actually played pretty well, right? He played pretty well. He played much better than he did that year, but still not great. He's still had a better year than Justin Fields.
What did you say when you were talking about, like, bona fide starters? Like, what matters? What's the thing that matters?
Coaching matters a ton.
Money. That's where I'm going.
Oh, when you make money,
Russell Wilson is on a $1 million contract. Like, he's just there. Like, it's a stopgap.
You didn't ask why. But you didn't ask. The Broncos are paying the other 40. So like
Okay.
he is.
That doesn't matter to the
Steelers aren't
Steelers.
paying that, but he is being paid as a franchise quarterback.
Steelers only
I got one for you though, Dave. So you asked why should Russ start?
Yeah.
I've watched games, right, where I've watched Justin Fields playing pretty good the whole game. He gets to the fourth quarter, they had the lead. Get in the fourth quarter. I've watched him lose games for his teams, right? So we look at both of these quarterbacks just to really manage the game, play solid, efficient football. We're not asking these guys to go out here and throw for, I don't know, 35 for 40 completion, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, have 3-4 touchdowns a game. We're not asking for that. Just play, you got great defense, run the ball, and be efficient as quarterbacks.
Don't lose the game.
Right. I've watched games where your boy, right, Justin Fields,
He hasn't had a good
loses
career.
a lot of games,
He has
right?
not had a good
Because you
career.
look at the record, they're a bad team, right? But really watch the games. There's a lot of games they're up in the fourth quarter, and this dude just can't help himself to throw a pick. He can't help himself to let a fumble go. This is what happens. Where I look at Russ, I've seen games where he just loses the game, but I've seen also games where he's won big games. I've seen last year, since you want to talk about last year so much.
He beat the Bills. Yeah. Like
He beat the Chiefs, too.
He beat the Chiefs as
so
well.
when
He
you
had
ask
some
him
good
about
wins.
teams he beat, yeah, that's the reason. You beat really good teams, and you didn't lose the games. That's a big difference.
Right now, and clearly, like Russell Wilson will have a case to go into the Hall of Fame. We're not talking about that. We're talking about
We're talking right now today.
Right
here in
now.
August.
That just happened.
Yeah.
We have $1 million quarterback and a quarterback that the Steelers acquired with a 6th-round pick.
Ooh.
And if, like, whoever has and again, like, Russell Wilson, as Mike Tomlin said at the top of this, is still the starter and is the presumed favorite to start. But in 5 weeks, when it's time to name one, or whenever they get around to it, if Justin Fields is named the starter it will be because he has outplayed him over the course of a month.
I believe it'll be because Russ is not physically ready to go.
Who starts more games?
I think Russ starts more games.
Russ.
Having said all of this,
And
I still think Russ is the
I think
starter
all
in
of this is
Pittsburgh.
based off
But I just don't think
off
it's
of
as-
hope.
You hear that?
Yeah.
He said, say all that, but you still like. What?
I don't think it's as outlandish.
It's not even
as y'all do.
Friday yet. Come on.
I don't think
Nobody's
it's as
nobody's
outlandish
saying
as
that
y'all do.
Russ shouldn't treat this like a competition.
Okay.
But my issue with a quarterback competition is implying that they are close. They weren't close last year, and even in Russ's worst year, he was still a better quarterback. Like that, I can't emphasize that enough. We're not talking about a rookie Justin Fields coming in here. He has 3 years of starting experience. 3 years, and including last year where we can match up with Russ being a starter and Russ was better. I want Justin Fields to be great. Again, I can't say this enough. I hope Justin Fields is Tom Brady. That's in my best interest. I'm just saying that the idea that Russ is close right now, unless something else is happening that we can't see other than him being injured, is to me hoping that Justin Fields is going to be better just because he's in a better situation than he was with the Bears.
Super Bowl champion Mike Tomlin had a chance to shut it down and said it's a
I
competition.
mean, Russ hasn't even played. He's been hurt.
Mentally, can Russell Wilson handle that statement? Can he handle that? Is he going to be able to handle that statement by Mike Tomlin saying there is a competition?
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.